This is the story of Plolg the Common. I have written much about unusual trolls who have achieved things that we do not expect of such unintelligent creatures. But most trolls are not like this. Most trolls are not cunning like Throch, deceptive like Gogog, or popular like Hlathk. Most trolls are just stupid. Let me tell you of a troll named Plolg. This story happened only a few months ago, in spring, in the 20th year of the reign of King Edward. A farmer from a town near to Oxford was walking along a road. He came to a bridge over the Thames. Under this bridge squatted the troll Plolg. Upon seeing the farmer approach the bridge, the troll leapt out from under it onto the stonework of the bridge, blocking the man's way. "Gold!" Plolg grunted. The farmer, whose name was Godwin, realized what the troll meant and said, "I have no gold." "Gold!" Plolg grunted again, lurching forward in greed. "I don't have any gold," Godwin shouted back. Plolg just stared at the farmer, breathing through his open mouth, tongue hanging out. Watery snot slipped down his face. His legs were silty from standing in the deep river. Either the troll had not heard or not understood. The farmer couldn't tell. "I don't have any gold," the farmer shouted again. The troll continued to stare dully as he tried to understand what the farmer was saying. After a minute, the troll said, "Ham!" "I don't have any ham either," Godwin said. "Ham!" Plolg shouted again, stamping his fat foot on the mossy stone of the bridge and shaking his tiny hands in protest. "I don't have any ham," the farmer said once again. Although trolls are very tall and very strong, and could easily crush a man with a single thigh, the most annoying thing about encounters with them is not their physical intimidation, it is exchanges such as these. "Beef?" asked Plolg. "No," Godwin replied. Plolg shouted. He kicked the wall of the bridge, smashing several of the stones off it, tumbling into the river below. "I want mutton," Plolg said. He swung at the farmer with a slimy hand. He struck the farmer's jaw, sending him flying backwards. The farmer hit the ground several yards away. The stone of the bridge cut into his arms and hands as he landed. Plolg was about to charge at the farmer and kill him, when, from the woods on the far side of the bridge, sounded a horn. A moment later, 100 armoured men with swords and lances rode out of the woods, followed by the king. It was fortunate for the farmer that the king happened to be riding to Oxford that day. Upon hearing the horn, Plolg stopped still, his grey eyes wide, looking upon the men riding towards the bridge. The men halted as they rode onto the first stones of the bridge, and parted to allow the king through. "What is happening here?" the king demanded to know. "This troll is trying to steal from me," Godwin said. "When I did not give him gold or food, he attacked." "No!" shouted Plolg. "He struck me first," the troll said. "He is thief and criminal and violent." Now, I have been advising the king for many years on the subject of trolls. I have told him of all the trolls I have written about here, and many more. The king did not need to hear any more. It was obvious what had happened. It was the same thing that always happened. Why would anyone believe the troll? The troll had no cuts in his grey skin, whereas the farmer had many. The troll was standing, the farmer had been thrown to the ground. Though the king had not seen for himself what had happened, it was obvious. The king asked for a lance from one of his men. Plolg realized what was going to happen, and turned, and ran across the bridge, trying to get away. Plolg could have just hopped off the side of the bridge and swum downstream. But trolls are stupid. The king aimed his lance at the troll, and kicked his horse into a gallop. A moment later, the king drove his lance through Plolg's neck, killing the troll almost instantly. The king's men pulled the lance from the troll's neck once it was dead, and then left the body to rot in the woods. They brought the farmer to the nearest town, and the king paid for the farmer's injuries to be stitched and bound, and the king, the farmer, and the king's men had a great feast to celebrate the death of Plolg. And that is how one deals with trolls.